Okay, in the Zoom lesson this morning, I forgot to press the record button in the earlier part. So question number 4 is missed out in the Zoom video. Okay, so the purpose of this video is to go through question number 4 with you here. Alright, so just to emphasize again, your binomial expansion, there is actually a section or a segment of it in the formula sheet in your exam paper on page 2 of your exam paper. So the formula is actually here, but so far I didn't really go through with you this formula because I feel that all these A, B and N can be very confusing if you don't know what's going on. Okay, so I'm teaching you the intuitive factory method first. Once you understand that method, I think you will more or less be able to understand this as we go along. Okay, now in this lesson 2, right, if you watch the Zoom video, you will also find that I actually use this formula. Okay, it looks very complicated here, but you see that when I apply it, right, because I didn't use all this, so it looks very simple. Okay, but if you do use it in this way per se, then it's actually quite complicated looking lah. Okay, then in lesson 3, then I'll focus on this, which is called the specific term. Okay, so this is just a brief introduction. Now the important thing you need to know that I'm teaching you, right, is this end here lah. We're going to use this end to help us. This is like the head of the end. Okay, then the two antenna. So if you look at the front of an end, this is what you will see lah. Okay, so I'm using this to help us learn this topic. So let's say you have 3x here, and let's say minus 1 over x here. The reason why this topic is called binomial, okay, is because there are two terms, 1, 2, inside the bracket. Okay, and the bracket can be raised to any power. Let's say this is 20 or 50 or whatever. Okay, and binomial theorem is very powerful because it allows you to make predictions. It allows you to generate to whatever power you want. So weather forecast, finance, accounting, everything, they use binomial theorem in the software. Okay, so it's a very useful thing in real world. Okay, but I'm going to use this end to help us understand that the first term is going to always decrease. When you read from left to right, it's decreasing. When you read from left to right, the power of this term is going to increase. Okay, so I'll go through more as we go along, but this is the gist of how you apply the binomial theorem. Okay, so example 4, I actually missed it out in the video recording, so I'm just going to run through again. Okay, so find in ascending powers of x. In ascending powers of x means the power of x must increase. So as you can see, my answer, right, the power of x is from x to the power 0, x to the power 1, x to the power 2. So the power of x is increasing. Yeah, so my answer is correct. Okay, but looking at this, you can see that using the end, this antenna is going down. That means this power is decreasing. We are not interested in this power. We are more interested in this power. The minus 3x, right, is going to increase. Okay, so this is the correct way to correct order lah. You don't need to flip it around. Okay, normally you don't need to flip one. Okay, next time in real life, then you realize that you need to flip. Okay, now once you know how to use the end, the head with the antenna to help you, we can do this already. And you see they want only the first 3 terms. So in the exam question, they will either ask you for the first 3 terms or the first 4 terms normally. Okay, in the O level also. Alright, so if they ask you for the first 3 terms, there should be 3 binomial coefficient, and you must write the plus here. Okay, if you don't write the plus, you just write the bracket, right? Later you think that everything is all multiplied together. Okay, so remember, when you use this method, you must always write the plus first. Okay, of course the first one no need lah. Okay, then what do you write here inside the bracket? You write 5 5, all these are 5, huh? And whether it's ascending order, descending order, whatever number this is here or whatever, right, it always starts from 0. The first binomial coefficient is always starting from 0, then it's 1, then it's 2, all the way to 5 choose 5. Okay, so that's how you do that. All these are fixed one. These are actually constants. The binomial coefficient, right, are numbers that are fixed. Okay, it all depends on this power. Alright, okay, then you can easily press calculator later to find the answer. Okay, then the next thing you need to do is this number 2 here. After that, then it's the minus 3x. Okay, so there are basically 3 things you need to do. Number 1 is your binomial coefficient. Number 2 is this 2 here. So I write the 2 first. I don't want to write the power first. I write the 2 already, then now I write the power. Power for this first one is the antenna is going down, right? So it's decreasing. Decreasing from what? Decreasing from 5. 5 is the maximum, 0 is the minimum. So it's 5, then 4, then 3. Okay, so you're done binomial coefficient already, you're done this already. One last thing to do is your minus 3x. So I write all the minus 3x first before I write all the power. Now remember, you must put brackets and your power must be outside the bracket. If your power is inside the bracket, everything will be wrong already. Okay, remember, your power must be outside the bracket. And for this minus 3x, the power is from 0 all the way to the maximum, which is 5. Okay, 0 is the minimum, so it starts from 0, then 1, then 2. Okay, now another way to check is this, these two powers always add up to 5. These two power always add up to 5. These two power always add up to 5, like that. And this number is always the same as this number. This number, same as this number. This number, same as this number. Okay, so there's a certain pattern. So I just want to tell you that there is no need to refer to this formula at all. Okay, you know why? Because in the exam, when you look at this, then the A lah, N lah, B lah, whatever, right? You're not strong in maths, right? You'll be very confused, and that's how you may write A here, B here, because you are referring to the formula, and then your brain cannot connect. Okay, so this is the method, which is a very easy method, don't you agree? Okay, after that, you press calculator for all the things that you can press lah. All these are numbers you can press on your calculator. Anything to the power of 0, of course, 1. Then you will get this 32. Okay, same here. Press calculator, minus 3x, then you get this. Same here. All those with numbers, you can press calculator. Okay, of course, those without numbers, you have to use your own algebraic manipulation. It's just x. Okay, and then anything to the power of 0 is 1. Okay, so that completes the first part. Normally, they'll give you 2 marks for this, 1 mark for this working, and another 1 mark for this. So in between, all the working, right, there's no need to show. Okay, so that's it. Now, of course, the exam won't be like that only. So normally, they will ask you to apply. Now, this next part is a very simple thing. They want you to find 1.997 to the power of 5. You notice that this inside here, 2 minus 3x, has to be, because it's asked you to use the result in A, has to be this 1.997, right? Because the power here is 5, power here is 5. That means the inside must be the same. Okay? And once you equate them, you will be able to find the value of x. So you will substitute this value of x inside. But I just want to show you that actually you can do this left and right working. This left side, right, is to show them that, hey, when I substitute this x as 0.001 inside here, my inside is actually 1.997, which is what you asked me to find. Can you see that? So this left hand side, right, I'm telling them, hey, the reason why I substitute this is because I want to get this. Okay, and of course the reason why I can know that is x is 0.001 is because I equate this to this lah. Okay, so this is a skill which once you learn it, you know already. Then the other thing is you need to substitute this value, right, into here and into here, and that's when you will get your this value. But of course they ask you for 2dp, so please read question carefully. So you give them 2dp, what they want. Okay, so basically this is the question. Alright, so I just want to promote this n. This n will help us to do this binomial theorem in a very simple factory-like way. Okay, now those who don't know how to press calculator, yesterday I did press I did show on this calculator. I will show again. So if I want 5 choose 2, right, it'll be 5. Then the NCR, this yellow key or this function is what you want. So it is actually the division sign for Casio. Okay, so you activate the shift because you want the yellow key. Then you see that the C will come out. Okay, and then you press the 2. So this means 5 choose 2 and you get 10. So let me just run through a bit here. If I want 5, then bracket 2, right? This actually means the same thing as 5 choose 2. Okay, last time there is this topic called permutations and combinations. You will be using that in JC. Okay, next time if you go JC, they took it out of your A Maths syllabus already. Last time in permutation combination A Maths, right, Sec 3 topic, you have to use this for that topic also, but because now you don't learn, so you only learn it in binomial. Okay, so this is actually the same as this. That's why you see this on your calculator. Okay, now those who don't have or not say don't have lah, you are not using Casio, right, you are using Sharp, then it is this number 5 here. Okay, and same thing to activate this number 5, the orange color one, you have to use this second F here. Alright.